They're forced to start things on the road, but this is a battle-tested bunch, and they figure to be one of the teams to beat moving forward. So let's go now to Orlando, Florida, where Jim and Phil are on the call.
First down at the 23. They tackle him for a loss.
Got to give the defense some credit on first down. There's so many things the offense can do. They were ready for that play, and they stopped it.
The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage. The Raiders from the 22. Set up screen. And he's on the sidelines and out of bounds.
The Raiders that time, they can't get big yards, but the throw and catch picks up a few, and his third down's much easier with this situation.
The Raiders have to get to the 33 for a first. Third down and 5. He's going to be brought down, and that's going to be a 3 and out for this offense.
Good job by the defense, staying in the right spots. They give up the short pass, they make the tackle, and now we have fourth down coming up.
The Raiders are going to have to punt. Woodson's going to take this one from the 8. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. Devontae Freeman with the reception. After the catch, it's now second down and 1. Freeman's going to secure the handoff. And that's a gain of 10.
Freeman's a very smart runner. He knows situations in the game. He saw the first down yard markers, and what does he do? He gets past them and picks up the first down.
And Freeman has the catch. Gains 11.
Well, I think we're seeing something we see with so many teams now in the NFL. Running backs who can do it all. This guy can run, block, and he can catch short passes and make long gains after it. Nice job.
It's a two tight end formation. First down at the 42. And Gates can't hold on that time. Setting the lineup for the offense today, a future Hall of Famer at tight end is Antonio Gates.
It was awesome last year to see Antonio Gates back to 100% and running routes down the field and just abusing linebackers and safeties. Still one of the best tight ends in the NFL.
Keeps his legs moving.
Nobody cares. Just get the job done. Throw it deep down the field or throw it short to the running back, and look at those extra yards after the short pass.
The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. Freeman's tackled down after a gain of 15.
Freeman's a great running back to have on your football team, isn't he? He goes up in there and gets the first down. Now your offense has 3 more chances.
First down at the 32. Woodson's there that time for the tackle. He is one of the longest corners in the entire league. Antonio Cromartie, the veteran.
Yeah, he's tall, he has long arms, and he's very smart. Does a lot of studying, and it shows in the way he can cover wide receivers in this league.
Brady standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. Sims is marked down after a gain of 4.
Nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator. The pass picks up some solid yards. Now it's third and short. Every offense is better in third and short than third and long, of course.
2 tight ends on the field here. Freeman's handed the football. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to fourth down.
Freeman's looking for a place to run the football that time to pick up the third down and short, but nowhere to go. Offensive line gets dominated. Now it's fourth down.
The Steelers had a fourth down play coming up, but want to be sure about what they want to do here, so they burn a timeout. The offense back out on the field here for this fourth and short play. The Steelers take it from the 23. And Irvin's got it. First down. The Raiders defense desperately wanted that stop, but now they'll have to stay on the field.
Sometimes you got to guess right on the defensive side, and that time the defense did not guess the right way. They're in the wrong defense, and they gave up that fourth down attempt.
The Steelers' offense is still out there as we get the second quarter underway. Play after play after play here on this drive. Playing press coverage to the outside. And the second quarter is underway with this snap. Steelers in for the touchdown. Early in the second quarter, and they've staked themselves to the lead with that touchdown.
Yeah, listen, don't start looking at that scoreboard, though. It's too early in the game. You just got to keep playing. Don't worry about winning and losing, but it's nice to be on top.
The Steelers getting set now for the point after. Extra point was good. The Raiders ready to return the kickoff. And no return as this goes for a touchback. The Raiders offense failed to muster a single first down the last time they had it. Let's see if their offense this time can create a few sparks.
Well, you know the coaches were upset at them when they went to the sideline, so the sense of urgency is there. You should be.
They're going to get him here for a sack.
That's a bad job by the offense that time. There's no doubt about it. The blitz by the defense, they do not do a good job of finding out where everybody's blitzing from. They let a guy come free, and that free blitzer, or as we call them, free runners, he gets the hit on the QB and takes him down.
They connect on that pass play, but it's still third down.
Now he's going to change the play. Look out. I think he's going to go down the field with the football.
Catch made. They bring him down, and the offense fails to pick up a first down on 3 plays. Press coverage all the way. The Raiders will take the snap from the 25. The catch is made by Alshon Jeffrey. The Raiders roll the dice and pick up the first on 4th down.
Yeah, I like that analogy. Roll the dice. Sometimes you got to take a chance and hope it comes up 7. Well, I don't know about the 7, but they pick up the first down.
Manning's 5 for 5 after that completion. First down at the 38. And they get the sack.
What a good scheme that time by the defense. They confuse the offense. They blitz. They don't know who to pick up. And how about the defender? They must love this. Coming in free and gets a good clean shot on the QB and gets a sack.
The Raiders have it at the 29. Got the completion. He'll pick up 7 this time. Play number 6 coming up on this drive. Looks like they're in press coverage here. And now we reach the 2-minute warning here in the second quarter. Play number 6 coming up on this drive. Manning's ready for the snap, empty backfield. The Raiders with an empty backfield look here. The Raiders snap it at the 36. Finds his mark. He's brought down. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Interesting situation right here in the gym. 4th and short near midfield. You're behind. It's in the first half. Do you go for it to try to get momentum back on your side, or do you punt it away? Me, I would punt it. We'll see what the coach does.
The Raiders with the gutsy call, and they convert here on 4th and short.
Yeah, it was. Gutsy call by the offense and the offensive coordinator. But look, This guy's willing to take chances, and he tries these plays and these situations every game, and that time they came through.
1st and 10. Peyton Manning looking down the field, and it falls incomplete.
Rice has really hit hard that time. And I know the football hit his hands, but when a defender times it perfectly like that, with that much power and speed going into that receiver, you are going to let that football go. That's human nature. Really good job by the defensive player.
2nd and 10. Catch made. Ends up picking up 3 yards. Marching down the field and taking their time.
Always try to save the timeout or timeouts when you can, and one way to do it is go to the hurry-up offense. Good job.
Snapping out of the gun. Beasley has the sack. This offense is going to have to do some soul-searching at the half to see if they can figure out how to put some points on the board.
Boy, are they ever. They're going to do a lot of things at halftime because it was a terrible first half by the offense. I know the defense played well, but I just didn't like their plan of attack.
The defense comes up huge on 4th down, and that should get them into the locker room with the lead.
Yes, it will, and you can tell the team is excited about that. You go into halftime feeling good about what you did in the first half, and you hope it carries over into the start of the 3rd quarter.
The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage. Drop back, shotgun formation. Surveys. And it's swatted away.
What a good job by the defensive back that time. That ball was thrown beautifully down the field. High arcing throw, but the defensive back in great position knocks it down.
The line of scrimmage, the 48. Quarters formation here for the defense. 2nd down and 10. Devontae Freeman with the reception. Matthews, that time on the tackle. The Steelers are going to use one of the 2 timeouts they have remaining. It'll be 3rd down. They'll hike it to him out of the shotgun. Incomplete, and this is going to be a 3 and out.
I think as time has gone on, more and more coaches and teams, we see them going for it on 4th and short. But this decision, you're winning the game, 4th and short, you're near midfield. I don't think you go for it. Don't let the pressure of the fans or your players get into your mind. Punt the football away. That's the right decision.
The Steelers snap it at the 41. He has the grab. The Raiders will try to put a little drive together and not give the football away, Phil, as each team seems to treat it like it's a hot potato.
Well, sometimes it is a hot potato. Did you know back in 1985, Jim, I set a record for fumbles in a football season? It wasn't easy to do, but I accomplished it. It was a lot of hard work, and I got it done.
And it's complete to Marshall. That's his first reception today.
Situations you go over so many times in practice and training camp. Know what's going on the offensive side, how to preserve time. Good job that time by the offensive player. Get out of bounds and giving his team more chances to get it done here in the first half.
The Raiders signal for a timeout. They have 2 remaining. Corners are backing off here. Manning's got everybody split out wide.
They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions.
Has his man. That's a gain of 8. And there's a timeout, so we'll take one with him. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This will be a field goal attempt from 45 yards out. And the kick is good for 3. 1 half down, and both offenses still searching for answers. We've got a defensive battle on our hands, and Larry Ridley is coming up next. The second half is officially underway. That's a touchback, and the ball will be spotted at the 20. The Steelers offense takes the field. Let's see if this momentum can carry over from the first half, because they have been brilliant to this point, partner.
Yeah, a lot of things change in that locker room at halftime. You know, you might feel good about what you've done. Of course, you got to realize the defense might be upset and is willing to come out here and take more chances in the second half.
After running it, it's second down. And now they're in their hurry up. Freeman's taking the handoff. And that'll be a gain of about 2. The Steelers have it at the 29. Gives it to him again. That's a gain of 6.
That's what you want to do. Just get a first down, especially when you're on top. Keep the clock moving. Keep the defense guessing. Make them react instead of attack.
Playing press coverage to the outside. First down and 10. Brings it in. And that's a gain of 9.
The Steelers did a good job that time throwing a pass on first down and picked up some nice yards. Now second and short really puts the defense in a tough position.
And now they'll try over again on second down. Brady's back in shotgun formation. Johnson's got the catch and the first.
The Steelers offense, they know it's more than just about their defense. The offense did a good job that time picking up the first down. That's what you want to do. You got a small lead in the second half. Keep getting those first downs and eat that clock up.
Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. Now first and 10. Running room. Brady slides and ends the play.
That's a really smart job that time by the quarterback. Pick up all the yards you can, and before you're going to get hit, slide in there like you're going to second base.
Coming to the line at the 45.
Look at the signals. The D-line is all shifting down inside. They're expecting a run right up the middle.
Freeman's met at the 37. He's now averaging 6 yards a carry on the day. The Steelers from the 37. And it's batted down.
There's a difference. When you play zone, you drop back and you watch the quarterback and you react to the football. When you're playing man-to-man, all you're worried about is where that receiver goes. You try to shadow him, look for the football, and try to make a play.
Press coverage all the way. The Steelers line up, split backfield. The Steelers from the 37. Looking to go down the field here.
Great situation to be in for the defense right here. It's third long, and even though their team is losing the game, you can get after the quarterback and hope you can find a way to force a turnover.
Now looking at third down.
Wow, look at that. Linebacker's moving around.
He's hit as he throws it.
The Steelers don't have a lot of options on third and long situations. The pass goes incomplete, and the defense did a good job of staying back there and not giving up the deep throw.
Intercepted.
Nice job of the defense that time. In position, they read the quarterback's eyes, and it led to an interception.
The Raiders offense trots out onto the field, looking to get into the end zone and see if they can turn the tide. The Raiders come out with a split backfield. Manning with the give. He steps out.
The Raiders just picked up a big first down that time, Jim. When you're down in the second half, every first down is crucial. Nice job that time by the offense.
Here they come back to the line after picking up over 20 yards on that last play. Rocked for a loss on that tackle.
The Raiders running back that time, he makes a bad decision. You can't be looking to make every play a big play when you're running the football. Look for a few yards, take advantage of that. He tries for the big play. What happens? He gets tackled for a loss.
The Raiders take it from the 33. Pulls it in. Shazier's going to make the tackle. Getting set as fast as they can. The Raiders from the 37. And he hauls it in. This defense sure has been impressive for the better part of 3 quarters. They've really played sideline to sideline and just know where to go with the football.
I like the way the defense is playing, but let me say this to the offense, and especially the wide receivers. There is not a rule that says you can't get open. You are allowed to separate from defensive backs. They have not done that all day long here.
Makes the reception and gains maybe 4.
The Raiders look pretty confident out there on the field, don't they? And they're very calm, and they should be. That first down, they're right in this game. Don't look down the field for that big play. Just keep marching.
Manning's completed his last 6 passes. 1st and 10. Wilkerson takes him down.
Well, every defense is looking for somebody to sack the quarterback, and that time the speed of the defensive end gets around the tackle and gets the sack.
We're going to the 4th quarter. Defense has been the order of the day, and it's kind of unfortunate, but one of them is going to come up short when it's all said and done, Phil.
Yeah, it's been fun to watch. The defenses have dominated. I just love the way they played with so much, they're being so physical and so much emotion. That's how you play defense. This has been a clinic by both teams today.
Jackson's the receiver on the screen. Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field.
Nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator. A little screen pass to the halfback. He knew the defensive line was going to be charging hard. They were, and they picked up some nice yards.
The Raiders have it at the 44. Gets the handle here. It's almost as if they're running out of ideas, Phil, for ways to unlock this defense. Now into the 4th quarter.
You would think so, Jim. When you watch what they're doing on the offensive side, they have no answers. But when you can't block them, it's hard to have success on the offensive side.
Double tight end formation. It's Marshall. Woodson's there to take it down.
The Raiders, good job that time moving the chains, picking up that first down. And Jim, of course, there's no time to panic in a situation like this. I think they know that. It's in the second half. You're down just a few points. Just keep looking for ways to get another first down, and that'll serve your team well.
Time is running out. The defense knows it's playing with the lead, but doing whatever it can to just try to run out the clock. This drive now about to reach the 10th play of the series. This game is not over, but the quarterback knows that time is short, and his team must do something in a hurry. On the money.
Well, we see it more and more. Football's thrown behind the line of scrimmage. They do it that time. Nice catch, but a loss of yards on the play.
Loss of 3 on the play. What a drive this has been. The Raiders from the 32. He's got the catch. That's a gain of 10. This is a wide receiver, Phil, right here, who loves to get his hands on the football.
Yeah, we've talked about him all day long. What else can I say about him except he's great? Jim, that's what he has in common with you.
Almost intercepted that time.
That was a good call by the defensive coordinator. He called the right defensive play. The defender's in position and knocks down that third down throw.
Offense still on the field here on fourth down, needing 3 for the first. The Raiders face fourth down, but want to take a timeout before they snap the football. The offense is back on the field here with 4th and 3 to go. Defense lining up here late in this one, trying to hold on to the lead. Time's running out of this one, midway through the 4th. And now we reach the 2-minute warning. This is the 14th play of this series. Now on first down, every snap crucial the rest of the way. The defense gets the sack.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit that time. The quarterback's trying to get rid of the football. He can't. They take him down for a sack with under 2 minutes to go here in the second half, and they're leading.
Oh, the Raiders. Touchdown. In the final moments, they score the touchdown to take the lead late in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, it's a nice drive, and it was exciting to watch. Now, can the defense go out there and hold on and keep this game where it is?
The Steelers set to return the kick. Peterson's got it. And they stop him from running it out to the 20. Mark him down at the 19. The Steelers offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go, and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
Snap back to Brady from the gun, and Freeman has the catch.
The Steelers did a good job that time picking up the first down. Let's look at the situation. You're behind in the second half. You keep looking to pick up those first downs, and you get enough of them. What does it do? Pretty simple. It leads to a score.
Devontae Freeman with the reception.
You can only take what the defense gives you. Even though the offense is down here in the fourth quarter, they throw it short. That was a smart play.
The Steelers have saved all 3 of their timeouts for here in the fourth quarter. Quarters formation here for the defense. And Freeman has the catch. That's a gain of 6.
Well, that was a nice job by the offense. It just puts them in a better position. Nice little throw and catch.
Trailing every third down, so big at this point.
You see the linebackers moving? What they're trying to do is confuse the quarterback.
Devontae Freeman with the reception. Little debate about this one. They'll go for it on fourth down. Brady's going to take it from the gun. The Steelers turn the ball over on downs. Brady's unable to come through on fourth down. And with that failed possession, they may wind up walking out of here today wondering what could have been.
They're going to be so disappointed because all year long in these type of situations, they have been very good. But that was just, it was not meant to be, and they couldn't come through in fourth down.
I am shocked they were unable to convert.
Well, Jim, they got the lead. There's not much time left. Run the football on this clock. Keep it moving, and you can win the game. Take no chances. Don't jump off sides. Don't create a penalty, and put 2 hands on the ball.
Loss of 2 on that play. Here they come to the 41-yard line. Second down and 12. Handoff out of the eye. And it's Von Miller who takes a stand. The Steelers will call for the timeout. They need every second to be preserved at this point. The Steelers defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. The Raiders will take the snap from the 35.
Your football team is losing. All the pressure's on the defensive side. They come through. They get it done. Now it's fourth down for the offense.
The Raiders are set to punt.
A pair of true defensive efforts out there today that stood out. But in the end, it's a win for one side, even though the offense did not come out impressively.
When you see a low-scoring game like that, Jim, it means one thing usually. A lot of hard hitting. It was tough to score. Conditions were tough. And, hey, no matter how you win, you are happy.
For Phil Simms and all the crew at EA Sports, Jim Nance saying so long for now.
everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Both quarterbacks have reliable tight ends. They know they'll be able to count on to make plays. It's the Steelers going up against the Browns. The towels are out, but it's set to be a cold one at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, as that's where we'll say hello to our commentators, Jim Nantz and Phil Simms.
The Browns setting up here for the kickoff. And with that kick, these two rivals are ready to go. Spiller's going to start his return. And he's tackled right at about the 28-yard line. Roethlisberger's a man who has certainly gotten better by the year. And can you believe it? Already 12 years in this league.
Big Ben Roethlisberger's the reason why they call him big, because he is. He can sit in there, take the hits, and still throw that football down the field.
First down at the 28. And the give now to Chris Johnson. And he's able to get out to the 34-yard line.
The defense doesn't want to give up runs like that, so how do they stop it? Well, they start crowding the line of scrimmage. So you keep crowding that line of scrimmage, look out. They'll throw it over the top.
Second down and 4. Chris Johnson takes the handoff. And that's Kruger in on the stop.
You got to know if you're going to run the football, you're going to have a lot of short gains. There's going to be a lot of plays that look ugly. That's just the way it is. You got to live with it and know what's coming in the future.
The Browns lined up in the nickel. The Steelers from the 37. Picks up 8 here.
Always a chess match early in the game to see what your opponent is going to do. Good run that time by the offense. They pick up good yards. Maybe the defense will have to start crowding the line of scrimmage more.
They'll run with it again. Johnson's met after a gain of 3.
Well, I know it's a short run that time by the offense, but it's what it's going to do for you long term. Keep running that football. Try to wear the defense down.
Second down and 7. Takes another handoff. Johnson's tackled down. Given 3 on that one.
Well, when you're going to run the football, if that's your objective, you cannot get frustrated by short runs. You know that it's going to build itself as the game goes along, so keep trying.
Bell's going to take the handoff now. The Steelers will go for it here on 4th down and a short yardage situation. Bell's got it on the handoff. The Steelers go for it on 4th and short and convert. How about that call?
Yeah, I like the decision. 4th and short. I like the odds. The offense is going to get the job done. They call a nice play, and they convert, pick up that 4th down attempt.
The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive. Roethlisberger takes the snap from the gun. It's intercepted! Coming onto the field, the winningest quarterback in Alabama school history, A.J. McCarron at quarterback.
Well, let's see. A.J. McCarron, all he did at the University of Alabama was win 2 national championships. That is really incredible. He was an outstanding college quarterback, and he's going to have great success in the NFL.
The Steelers defense now is going to go nickel. The Browns from the 27. Good for only a yard. Now we've got a moment. Let's look at the Browns lineup on offense. Last week their aerial attack was in high gear, throwing for over 300 yards. The Browns take it from the 28. And he's brought down right at the 42.
What a good job by the running back that time. He reads the blocks very well, and he picks his way through there and picks up a first down. That's nice.
first down at the 42. Johnson's going to secure the handoff.
Holding offense.
That penalty is, of course, going to be accepted by the defense. First and 20.
And incomplete. He was looking for Gordon. Here's how the Steelers defense. Virtually no one has run on this defensive unit this season with any success. McCarron's got it in the gun. He's wide open for the grab.
And now they'll be on the other side of the 50 after this play.
There is nothing like having a great tight end in your offense now. There's so many things you can do with them. Remember, they're in the middle of the field. They can go down the middle. They can go outside. They can go short. They can go across. They can go out. Tough to cover the tight ends in this league now. The Browns offensive coordinator, he has to be frustrated by that play. I think he calls the right play, but what happens? The run loses yards. That's just a bad job by the offensive line.
Loss of a couple that time. To send it back to the quarterback out of the gun. Lays out and makes the catch.
When it's man-to-man defense, what do? It's you against the receiver.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's game, we have two wide receivers who seem to get better the more they get the football. It's Antonio Brown going up against Josh Gordon. Now let's head down to Jim Nantz and Phil Simms for this Week 10 matchup.
Brown's going to be deep here for the opening kick. Lee's got it teed up, and he's ready to go. And here we go, two rivals ready to square off. Spiller's got a chance for a return. And he's tackled right at about the 28-yard line. Roethlisberger's heading towards the huddle now, having connected on over 70% of his passes last week.
Jim, I get a big kick out of watching Ben Roethlisberger play every single time we do a game of theirs because, look, we know he's big. I think the thing that everybody underestimates is how good of a throwing arm he has.
The Steelers take it from the 28. Johnson up the middle. Whitner's there to take him down. And that's the type of run I think this offense would take all game long, Phil.
Oh, would they ever? They would love this. This is showing your dominance here. The offensive line doing a good job, but also a solid job by the running back picking up some good yards.
The Browns with a nickel look here on defense. 1st and 10. Another handoff right back to him. And that's Kruger in on the stop. Right back to him one more time. That's a gain of 6. That's a nice, powerful statement as they establish the run at the beginning of this game.
Jim, you're right. I'm going to give the offense a little credit here, but, you know, somewhere, I don't know, maybe the defense is going to have to put some weights in their pockets. You got to hang in there and make the tackle. Johnson's able to get it done that time. Why? Because he has the power and the will to make it happen. 3rd and short, he just gets it done with sheer willpower.
First down and 10. Handoff. Bell's taken down at the 49. The Browns defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. They'll run it here. And they are in on Bell. The Steelers now on 3rd down. Just a week ago, they converted at a high rate in 3rd down situations. 3rd and 9. Bell's handed the football. He's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down. The Steelers will bypass the punt and go for it early in this game. Roethlisberger sends it to Bell. The Browns defense not able to make the stop there, and they'll have to stay on the field a little bit longer.
Well, sometimes when it's 4th and short, the toughest man wins. And that time, the defense was not the toughest unit.
1st down here. Roethlisberger from the gun. Williams has the catch. Gilbert's the one who brings him to the ground.
Nice catch by the receiver, but it still doesn't get a 1st down.
This has been a long drive so far. Ben Roethlisberger dropping back in shotgun formation. Brown's going to pull in the bullet pass. The Steelers now inside the 20. A week ago, they converted time and time again inside the red zone. Roethlisberger's going to take the snap from the shotgun. D'Angelo Williams with the grab. Coming up, 2nd down.
Quarterback sees something in his defense he wants to take advantage of.
Here's Miller.
What a way to start the game. First possession touchdown. Still 3.5 quarters of football to play, but that touchdown gives them the lead here early.
Yeah, no, there's a long way to go. There's no doubt it, but you gotta like your situation and the feel that your football team has, getting that score and being on top.
The Steelers are ready to kick it away. Benjamin's going to take a knee, so this will come out to the 20. McCarron's is ready now to get his offense going. He does believe he can play better, as he has a quarterback rating that's only just a notch above 70 at the moment. Looks like they're in press coverage here.
Let's go.
First down at the 20. Did not get both feet down. Now that we got a moment, let's look at the Browns offense. A lot of people thought coming into the year this would be one of the best rushing attacks in the league, but it's been very average to date. 2nd and 10. Here's the handoff and no running. The Steelers defensive lineup. We're talking about one of the best defensive units this year against the run. McCarron's all by himself in the backfield for this snap. Out of the gun. Isaiah Crowell makes the catch.
It's 3rd long. Nobody open down the field, so the quarterback does the only thing he can do. Throw it short.
Antonio Brown from the 29. KC's there to make the stop. And a run back of about 6. The Browns defense, let's see where they are mentally here, Phil, after allowing a touchdown.
Well, they got to have some motivation after that last drive that was so poor. It's about discipline. We didn't see it from their defense. So this time, go out there and just do your job.
The Browns lined up in the nickel. First down at the 35. Comes down with no, the defender tips it out.
So many times when you drop a football in the NFL, a pass like that, it's because of lack of concentration. You're just not serious about what you're doing.
The Steelers will take the snap from the 35. Locked in on the football and has hold of it with 2 hands. That's another reception, giving him 2. Let's see what they do on first down following that huge play. Jordan Reed has the reception.
The Steelers have been awesome today on first down. That time it's a nice play design. They throw the football, it picks up solid yards. 2nd and short. Boy, that's what every offense likes to be in.
Roethlisberger takes the snap from the gun. That's dropped by Reed, who couldn't bring it in.
Sometimes when you have a player with this kind of talent, you're willing to put up with a few drop passes because when he catches it, he has a chance of going all the way.
The offense needs 2 yards here on 3rd down following the incompletion. Reed's got it, and a first. Johnson lined up as the single back. Darius Hayward-Bay with the catch. Hayward-Bay's able to move the chains here as he's tackled down.
Quarterback likes what he sees out there outside. He's changing the play with the wide receiver.
Incomplete. The hit jarred the ball loose.
Reed's one of those guys. If he drops a pass or makes a mistake on the field, he doesn't make excuses. He knows no matter what the circumstances are, if you get your hands on the football as a receiver in the NFL, everybody expects you to make the catch.
2nd and goal from the 6. And here's the toss. And there's only 2 yards to be found right there. That defensive front looks impenetrable here on the goal line. Johnson takes it on the toss.
What a job by the defense down on the goal line. They were playing run all the way. It was a run. They got the penetration, and they tackled the runner for a loss.
The offense is back on the field here for this 4th and 6 play. Bell's taking the handoff. The Steelers turn the ball over on downs.
Bell is trying to be patient, but there is nowhere to run that time, and he only gets a short gain.
Backs to the wall for the offense. The Browns weren't able to get anything out of their last drive and were forced to punt as they take the field here. Do you think they are going to vary their approach, Phil?
Well, I hope so. I think they will. They got a lot of information out there in that short drive, Jim, and you do that by showing different formations and plays. You saw how the defense reacted to it. Now you counter-react and see if you can get some positive play.
I'm sure they're tired of being in the 3-and-out business.
That's a bad business to be in. I know. I get in a lot of bad businesses.
2nd down and 10. Takes it from the eye. In the end, it picks up only a yard.
When you're on the defensive side in a situation like this, you know the offense is going to be limited. Be aggressive, get up there at the line of scrimmage, and try to make it happen. That time they did it, and they stopped the run for just a short gain.
3rd and 9. Tackled in the end zone, and this is a safety.
This play reminds me of the Super Bowl. Tom Brady getting sacked on his first passing attempt against the New York Giants. When you're in your own end zone, you know you have to get rid of the football quickly. The quarterback didn't, and that's why there's a safety.
Kicking team. Automatic 1st down.
The Steelers are at the line of scrimmage with a pair of backs split behind the quarterback. The catch is made by Marcus Wheaton. Huge yardage picked up and finally tackled at the end. The Steelers with a huge gainer right before the break, and now coming back to the line to start the 2nd. And the 2nd quarter is underway with this snap. Underneath, but can't find the mark that time as the pass goes incomplete. Second down coming up. Roethlisberger with the give. Dan picks up about 3. 3rd down now. And the give now to Chris Johnson. That's a gain of 7. Going for it on 4th down. The Steelers have it at the 24. And that's Kruger in on the stop. The Steelers know that a 4th down conversion like that can be a momentum changer.
Oh, sure it can. It gives everybody confidence. You get to call at least 3 more plays, you hope. And anytime you stay on the field longer in the NFL, the odds go up tremendously that you're going to get a score. Nice risk-reward play that time on the offensive side.
The catch by Bell, and they are in on Bell. 1st down coming up. 1st down following the long play. Roethlisberger standing back in the shotgun ready for the snap. Defense ready in the goal line formation on this one. And straight ahead, Bell.
3rd and goal at the 3. And straight ahead, Bell.
Bell's going to be mad at himself after that run. He picked the wrong hole. If he'd have went the other way, he would have had enough space to pick up the first down. He has stopped. Now it brings up 4th down.
He'll take the snap from the gun. Up in the air, and he's got the catch.
Anytime you go for it on 4th down in the NFL, there's going to be a lot of second guessing if you don't get it. So get ready for the second guessing. It is coming.
Loss of 2 on that play. The Browns retaking the field with their offense in a game that hasn't been very pretty here of late. Turnovers by both teams on the last 2 possessions.
Well, define the word pretty. I think if you ask the defensive teams, hey, they love this game. It's beautiful. So far the takeaways by the defense, that's the story. The key to being a really good route runner and running these drag routes across the field is show some courage. Don't worry about what's in front of you. The quarterback will take care of that.
Second down and 6. Hartline can't bring it in. That'll probably go as a drop. It's 3rd down coming up. The Browns get set at the line, needing to get to the 14 for a first. And they bring down the quarterback, and it's a 3-and-out for the offense.
Well, it's a game of chances in the NFL. It's 3rd down. The defensive coordinator said, let's get after this quarterback. He sends the extra guys. He blitzes him, and they get there before the quarterback can react.
This punt will not be returned. It will never see the field of play as it sails out of bounds. Brown's really been the centerpiece of this offense here in the first half as he gets out there now to start another drive.
Well, you know what? He is the star wide receiver. There's no doubt about that. And when you're the star wide receiver, what is the job of the offensive coordinator? Find ways to get him the football, and they have done that here today.
Roethlisberger's back in shotgun formation. Roethlisberger and Miller with that combination. The Steelers are looking good so far, Phil, and a lot of that has to do with the passing game. Roethlisberger's on fire.
It's an awesome feeling as a quarterback to be in rhythm, to get people open and have time to throw the football down the field. That's why they're winning, Jim. You said it right. The quarterback is hot.
An extra tight end on the field for this one. Chris Johnson with the catch. Johnson's tackled down after a gain of 7. 3rd and 4 coming up. The Steelers snap it at the 31. Johnson's got the catch and the first.
I loved it when I was a quarterback, throwing screens or throwing short passes to the running backs and watch them catch it and get those big yards. It was awesome to get cheap yards like that.
Roethlisberger's completed his touchdown. Steelers put 6 on the board. Bell's caught his first touchdown of the season, and it looks like their lead will be quite sizable by halftime as long as their defense can hang on to it for the rest of this quarter.
This has been one lopsided game so far here, Jim. And, I'm going to look at the defense. You've got to get out there, show some pride. Somebody's got to make a play to turn this game around.
And now Benjamin. And he's tackled right at about the 28-yard line. The Browns' offense has been nowhere in sight here for quite a while. 3 consecutive drives that have come away empty. What about it, Phil?
That is the old phrase, MIA. They are definitely missing in action because there's no action on the offensive side. It's time for the quarterback to call the right plays and help his team out and get this thing moving.
Looking across the middle. Incompletion here as he was looking over the middle.
to complete that one. So second down here. They bring in the extra tight end. Handoff made. He's tackled right at the 31.
Nice job that time by the defense. They were ready for the run. Nowhere for the running back to go, and they stopped him for a short gain.
The Steelers and the Browns, and this is a rivalry that may be outside of Northeast Ohio and Western Pennsylvania. The rest of the country doesn't realize it, but there is a lot of really angry feelings between these two franchises and teams.
Well, that makes for some good football games, doesn't it, when you have a little anger on each side. But, you know, when I think about this rivalry, I think about two teams playing each other in bad weather. Jim Brown running the football one side, and I know Mean Joe Green didn't.
And they're all over him for the sack.
Nice job that time by the defense getting the sack. The blitz was well-timed. When it's well-timed, the offense doesn't have time to react, and they get a good sack.
We're back, and we're coming out of the 2-minute warning in the first half. McCarron's going to take it from the gun. And it's knocked down.
When you're going against a good quarterback and receiver in the NFL now, one of the ways to stop it is tight man-to-man coverage. You against him.
The Browns approach the line, and they're going with their jumbo package. The Browns snap it at the 41. He's brought down. That's going to bring up fourth down.
The Browns know what a situation they were in right there. It was a tough one, 3rd and long. What are you going to do? Well, they decide to run the football, and I agree with that. If you try to throw it down the field, it probably was going to lead to a mistake.
That punt sets up the defense now in excellent position as they're able to down the football inside the 10.
The Steelers offense enjoying an outstanding first half here, partner, and they're sitting on a pretty comfortable lead as we draw near the break.
Yeah, their offense is playing well. Now, on the defensive side, what you have to do, you're getting beat up a little bit, so go in there at halftime, make some changes, call some different defensive formations to give your players a much better chance of success.
Well, they go for the bomb, but the defensive backfield was not fooled.
Yeah, they were all over at that time, and that was like shadow defense. Wherever the receiver was going, the defense was right next to him. Great job.
2nd and 10. Finds Brown. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down. Ben Roethlisberger takes a look now from under center. They're going back up top. Le'Veon Bell makes the catch. The Steelers signal for the timeout, and that's the first one they've used. The offense has had time now to game plan, strategize after the timeout, and now they're ready to go. Second down and 10. Intercepted. Tackles made. The Browns have not done a very good job in pass protection. McCarron still found ways to deal with that pressure and make the throws.
He has dealt with it well. What you have to be able to do in the NFL as a quarterback, you got to be able to throw under pressure, and you have to be able to throw off your back foot, because there are a lot of times there are going to be guys around you.
The Browns take it from the 28. Look at that concentration as he makes the grab. The Browns are going to burn the first of their 3 timeouts right here at the 16-yard line. Here they come. Now 1st and 10. Makes, and that's a touchdown, and they inch closer.
Tight ends are becoming a bigger and bigger part in the passing offense in the NFL. It leads to a touchdown this time. Nice job by the big guy just getting in position to make the catch.
Add the extra point. The kick is good.
The Steelers now will have to decide what they want to do here as their lead has been chipped away just before the half. Scores.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Here we've got a couple of big targets who will try to be key contributors in both the pass and run games today. It's the Steelers going up against the Browns. The towels are out. It's set to be a cold one at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, as that's where we'll say hello to our commentators, Jim Nantz and Phil Simms.
The Steelers ready here for the kickoff. And this heated rivalry matchup is underway. No return here as he takes a knee in the end zone. The leader of this offense is the first quarterback to win back-to-back national titles in the BCS era at Alabama, A.J. McCarron. The Steelers' defense now is going to go nickel. First down at the 20. They'll go Brown. And Hayward in on the tackle.
So many times you watch football games and coaches just give up too early on the run game. Well, they'll keep it going today. After that run, decent pickup by the running back.
Let's go.
Second down and 5. Hartline can't bring it in. That'll probably go as a drop. Now that we've got a moment, let's look at the Browns offense. One of the best in the NFL when it comes to imagination and execution. Ranking right near the top when it comes to yards per game. The Browns will take the snap from the 25. The Browns get a first down.
When you can throw an out route like that, that shows you the strength of the quarterback's arm.
First down at the 31. The grab is made by Kelsey.
You got to look out for them now in the NFL. Remember, they're usually the closest receiver to the quarterback is going to look for the tight end. Trying to confuse the quarterback.
Can't hold on here as this goes incomplete. Here's how the Steelers, when it comes to getting to knows how to change the game by its defensive pressure. The Browns take it from the 38. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to fourth down.
And this fires the football team up. The defense, third and short. They stop the run, keeps the offense short of the first down, and look at the excitement on the defensive side.
Antonio Brown will return this punt. And a run back of about 11. Roethlisberger's heading out now for his first series. What a season he's enjoyed. Again, in the top 10 in the league when it comes to quarterback rating.
And, Jim, when you talk about Ben Roethlisberger, every coach of the opposing team says the same thing every single time to us. We got to keep him in the pocket because once he breaks the pocket, that's where the big plays happen.
First down at the 25. Brown had it, but couldn't hold on as this goes incomplete. Here's a look at the Steelers' offense. They don't scare anyone when it comes to their running attack. Second down here. Roethlisberger from the gun. Heaving it down the field, but it's incomplete. And here's the Browns line up on defense. Can anyone on this defensive unit find out a way to stop the passing attack? The Steelers have a third down coming up. They did a great job a week ago of converting on third down. Ben Roethlisberger dropping back in shotgun formation. Reed with the grab. The Steelers elect to go for it and bypass the punt on fourth down. Dropping back now into the shotgun. Bell's got it. First down. First down here after the completion. Roethlisberger takes the snap from the gun. Wheaton going to take it the distance. Touchdown! The lead is theirs now after that trip to the end zone. That gives them some momentum here at the start, Phil.
Yeah, listen, halfway through the first quarter, you score that touchdown. Now you're leading in the game. Boy, that's a great place to be. And also, I know it's early, but it puts the pressure on the opposition right away.
And this will be coming out to the 20 as he thinks better of running it out of the end zone this time. The Steelers' defensive coordinator has to love the way his team has started this game, Phil.
Does he ever? He loves the way his team is playing. He loves the way this game is going. He's thinking, man, I'm a genius. I need a pay raise. But we'll see if the offense can pick things up from here on out. Got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They were all over the run that time, and they only give up a short gain.
And here we have second down. The give. He's brought down at the 23-yard line.
This is one good tackling defense. They stay in good position at all times, and we saw it that time, and they stopped the play for a short gain.
The Browns take it from the 23. Two hands on the football and has the catch.
Well, the corner route. Some people call it the corner route. They call it a flag, run to the flag of the end zone, or a 7 route. Odd numbers break out. That time we see a nice route by the receiver and a good throw by the quarterback.
First down at the 40. Mitchell's there to make the tackle.
Good job of the defensive line standing in there and fighting, and they hold the running back to a short gain.
The Browns at the line of scrimmage. Split backfield. Second and 6. They're setting up screen. He was looking short, but the pass falls incomplete. This is third down. The Steelers with a nickel look here on defense. Out of the shotgun. Gordon's got it on a pass, had some heat on it.
Well, they call it the post route because you're running towards the goal post, but a good route that time by the receiver making that cut. He gets open, gets behind the defense, and a nice throw.
After the long gain, let's see what they do here. Crowell has it. Miles all over that offense and brings him down.
Quarterback should have never thrown at that time. Even though he completes the pass, he should have seen the defense was right there. A loss of a couple yards.
Get ready.
The Browns take it from the 38. Draw. Rock for a loss on that play.
Steelers defense is so fast and so powerful. That time of the run play, they just overpower the offensive line. They tackle the runner for a loss.
Johnson's in the backfield. Single back set. Third and long. He'll throw it over the middle. The pass complete to Hartline.
This team, one of the better tackling teams in the NFL, and they play the situation perfectly. They give up the short completion. They come up and make the tackle. Now we have a fourth down.
No doubt about it. Put 3 on the board. With almost an entire quarter in the books, they at least have a field goal to brag about.
Jim, it's kind of like a round of golf. You know a lot about that. Sometimes you don't birdie or par the first couple holes, but it's a long contest. It's a long game, and I think they got their confidence going with that field goal.
The Steelers getting set to take over again on offense. They'll be trying to pick it up right where they left off with their last drive that ended in a touchdown.
Yeah, they're throwing the football well. And I'll tell you, I've been covering this game a long time. There's still nothing prettier than seeing a quarterback drop back and throw a perfect spiral down the field and watching guys catch it. That was a work of art the last drive.
First down at the 28. Reed's there to catch the ball that had a lot of heat on it. First down here.
The quarterback's picked up on something. He's changing the play here.
Roethlisberger sends it to Bell. That's a gain of 8.
When you're a quarterback throwing against zone defenses, look for the open space. That's what he did that time. He found it, and the receiver ran in there and made the catch.
2nd and 2. Reed's got it on a pass that had some heat. The Steelers moving inside the 20 and the red zone. Last week, they just feasted on that part of the field. This should be the last play of the quarter. First down at the 19. Mingo brings him down. 1 quarter down, and the defenses have set the tone in this low-scoring affair. We'll be back in a moment. It's now 2nd down and 7 after the 3-yard rush. Johnson's lined up as the single back. They run the counter play for a gain of about 5.
The Steelers have really been dominant today on the offensive side. In the red zone now, they just take the football and they run it right at the defense and pick up solid yards.
3rd and 2. Very nearly intercepted.
It's a nice play that time by the defense. The offense is inside your red zone. You got to stop them from scoring. That was a good job of swatting the football away.
The offense is still on the field right now. 4th down, and they'll need to pick up 2. Johnson is in the backfield. Finds Reed. Reed's tackled down after a gain of 7. That's reception number 4 for him.
Good job that time by the offense. They pick up a first down inside the 20-yard line. Now we'll see if they can punch it in and get 7 points.
Roethlisberger's completion percentage 70% on the day. Dansby's able to read that play and make the hit.
Oh, my gosh, it is the worst thing you can do on the offensive side. This drives coaches crazy. When you get down near the goal line, you run the football and you lose yards. That's just not being tough enough.
Stepping up to the line at the 5.
The Browns defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. Chris Johnson takes the handoff.
Jim, I just want to say this to the quarterback. It's 3rd and goal. If the play's not there, throw it away. Do not force the action.
Third and goal from the 4. And they are in on Bell. Offense still on the field here on 4th down, needing 3 for the first. Marte, touchdown, Pittsburgh Steelers. Roethlisberger's racked up his 40th touchdown pass of the season.
The head coach decides he wants to be the aggressor in this situation. On 4th and goal, he goes for it. Nice play call that time.
The Browns are back deep, ready to return. And they're all over him at the 18-yard line. Ware's making his way back onto the field, and there's no question who's been the man in charge out there for this defense as they've built up this lead.
There's nothing like being the man, isn't it? I mean, you could relate to that, I think, because you are the man, Jim, and so is, hey, on the defensive side, he is absolutely the man.
Brought down at the 41-yard line. He's now over 50 yards rushing on the day.
If you're running back and you want more carries, do things like this. Read the defense right, read the blocking, and pick up first downs. That's a really good job by the running back.
The Browns snapping at the 41. And now here's the handoff.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the offense that time on first down. Now the defense is in a good situation.
Loss of a couple that time. The Browns take it from the 43. That's a ball that should have been caught.
The defense has really done a good job here in this drive. They got this offense in a 3rd and long situation. Let's see if they can convert it.
McCarron's alone in the backfield. It's an empty backfield for McCarron this time. They'll go shotgun here. It's caught by Hawkins. There's a flag out.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Grabbing the face mask. We see it almost once a week, and here it happens again.
Well, a lot of times these defenders, I'll give them a little slack because they're running so fast. They're trying to tackle some tremendous athletes in open space, and sometimes accidentally you're going to grab the face mask.
The Browns take it from the 23. Shazier's all over the ball carrier.
Browns running back that time, he makes a bad decision. You can't be looking to make every play a big play when you're running the football. Look for a few yards, take advantage of that. He tries for the big play. What happens? He gets tackled for a loss.
Bo had it, but couldn't hold on as this goes incomplete.
This is a tough situation to be in. It's 3rd and long, and I'll say this to the coach and the quarterback. Don't take a chance. If it's covered down the field, throw it short.
3rd and 12. To Hartline.
The Browns on their offensive play sheet, they don't have many plays for 3rd and long situations, but that is a really nice job that time by the offense, the quarterback. They pick up the first down. That'll get you going.
McCarron's completion percentage, 60% on the day.
What a job by the defense down on the goal line. They were playing run all the way. It was a run. They got the penetration, and they tackle the runner for a loss.
Loss of 2 on that play. 2nd and 11. The give out of the eye.
Tim, I love these situations. 3rd and goal, what are they going to call? They're going to run the football, they're going to go with the pass, and if it is a pass, I will look for something quick.
Let's go.
3rd and 11. This pass is incomplete. That was thrown right into double coverage. Should be what we call a gimme.
The kick is good.
Approaching the half, and that field goal has to make them feel good about their play as they keep things close.
Jim, no doubt about it. What they're saying to the opponents, look out. This game is not over. We're going to be here all day long.
And the tackle is made right around the 26-yard line. The Browns defense comes back onto the field. Did not look so good that last series, giving up the touchdown.
Oh, you know the coaches are upset. My gosh, they ran some of the most elementary defenses that you can run, and they had mistakes by the defensive players. So they coached them up on the sidelines. We'll see if we see different results. Bryant's going to go back to the huddle and look at all his teammates and go, my bad. Well, they know it's your bad. Everybody, even the offensive linemen, they saw you were open and you dropped the pass that was right to you. But, hey, that's the way it goes. You know, you got to keep the confidence up. I think he will, and I'm sure the football will find its way towards him again soon. Long way to go in this game. No reason to panic right now, and I don't think the offense will. They'll call a nice conservative play here.
On the way, 3rd down. The Steelers will set up. The 36 is the first down line. Unable to complete that one, and that's a very quick 3 and out.
Well, sometimes when you have a talented receiver, you just got to put up with plays like that. He might drop a few, but when he does catch it, it can make a big play.
Bell takes his spot in the backfield. Roethlisberger over to Antonio Brown.
The Steelers that time go for it on 4th down, and they fail. I did not understand the decision, but you got to make sure your team doesn't get down from that. You got to keep them up.
The Browns put some points on the board on their previous possession. Although it was just a field goal, Phil, they'll be looking to add some more right here.
Oh, absolutely. I think they were disappointed in that last drive. You got it going. You think here comes a touchdown, and it doesn't work, and you kick a field goal. So a little disappointed. That should give them some momentum to get tougher and make this happen and get a touchdown.
And now as we come back to the field, we're looking at a defense trying to maintain a lead going into the break. First down at the 21. Incomplete. Josh Gordon was the intended receiver. Here they come to the line of scrimmage, the 21-yard line. McCarron's got no one behind him, just a quarterback waiting for the snap. 2nd and 10. Josh Gordon with the catch.
Receivers get scared sometimes running that slant route. They know their linebackers inside running towards them because they're watching the quarterback's eyes.
Let's go.
First and goal from the 6. And intercepted. And he's brought to the ground.
This defensive coordinator, he is one aggressive dude. He keeps going after this offense, and finally he gets the interception inside their own 20-yard line and stops the offense from getting any points.
The Steelers offense now will try to sustain a drive after giving the ball away just a few minutes ago before their defense came up with a play to return the pigskin.
And they should thank the defense bailing them out of trouble getting that turnover. You're right. They're just giving the football away, not being conscious of holding it the right way. It's just been sloppy play on the offense.
For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends. The Steelers will take the snap from the 25. It's Miller on the receiving end. Whitner's there to make the tackle. This will be second down. Miller's got the catch and the first. That's another reception. Give him 2.
When you're trying to score some points at the end of the first half, the best way to do it when the time is against you, get in that hurry-up offense, make the defense sit back, be real careful about what they're doing. Maybe you can get some quick yards and get a chance for some points before halftime rolls around.
He's averaging 5 yards per carry on the day.
Johnson's a very smart runner. He knows situations in the game. He saw the first down yard markers, and what does he do? He gets past them and picks up the first down.
We'll take a break for halftime and be back to Pittsburgh for the start of the third quarter. We are back for the start of the third. Jim Nantz, Bill Sims here at Heinz Field. Spiller's got it. And the tackle's made right around the 25-yard line. The Browns defense had a rough go of it in the first half, Phil, and let's see what they can do now to start the second half.
Well, they got manhandled. They got beat up. They got pushed around. I mean, let's toughen up and change things around.
And now here's the first snap of the second half. And it's swatted away. The Steelers will take the snap from the 25. That's a gain of 6.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
Johnson up the middle. And he's tackled, but not until he picked up the first down. First and 10. They feed it to him one more time. He's averaging 5 yards per carry on the day. Away from the ball, there's a flag down on the field.
Offside. Defense.
That's what happens when you try to guess the snap count. Second down now. And he'll hand it off to the fullback.
Well, the defense, they give them the first down there. They're behind. They just can't sit back there and keep bending. You got to take some chances. Go on the offensive, on the defensive side, and just make things happen.
First and 10. Bell will get it on the toss. Williams in on the tackle.
Bell's a dangerous runner when you give him room to run, but there is no room this time. What a job by the defense. They bottle him up for a short gain.
Second down and 6. Toss play. And they are in on Bell. The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive. Toss to the outside. He's brought down. That's going to bring up 4th down.
This is called managing the football game as a head coach. What are you doing here? You got to lead. It's close. It's 4th down. It's short yardage. You're near midfield. Don't do it. Punt the football away. And if the other team's going to go ahead, make them drive the length of the field.
The Steelers have decided now to go for it on 4th down and a short yardage situation. Keeps it pushing ahead.
Well, you got a small lead in the second half, and you go for it on fourth down. That is a risky proposition, but the head coach took a big sigh of relief over there on the sideline because they picked it up. Good job by the offense.
First down at the 40. Johnson off the left side.
And the flag is down.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
It's an illegal block in the back, and the coaching staff cannot be happy about this.
No, it's a bad decision, and most of all, it's dangerous. You can hurt players when you block them like that.
The Steelers have it at the 39. And Williams is the one who made the big stop.
The Browns guessed right on the defensive side that time. They thought it was going to be a run play. They were all over it, and they got it in the backfield and made the tackle.
The Steelers will take the snap from the 40. Off the right side, Williams. And picks up maybe 3 or 4.
Williams is never able to build up that power that he has as a running back. When there's nowhere to go, hey, there's nowhere to go. That's a short game.
The Steelers get set at the line, needing to get to the 30 for a first. That's a gain of 6. The coach is going to go for it. The Steelers will take the snap from the 30. Williams up the middle.
I don't know if I agree with that call going for it on fourth down here in the second half when you got a little lead, but the coach is confident. They go for it on fourth down. They pick it up, and that keeps the drive going.
This long drive continues. The Steelers take it from the 28. Makes the catch in the open field. Tackles made. The Steelers have been able to rely on some very good tight end play these last 2 games. Reed's been a threat in the middle of the field and just being a major contributor to the passing game, Phil.
Yeah, you said it right, Jimmy. Listen,
Runs it in for the touchdown. And with that score, they've now got a nice buffer to work with over the last quarter and a half.
they've been really efficient here today. And just another example on that touchdown drive, executing to perfection. And they got a nice lead here. Let's see if they can hang on.
Benjamin's got a chance to return this one. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23. The Steelers' defense has to still be inspired about that interception they had last time out.
Absolutely. They had everything going for them, I think, in that play. They had pressure. Everybody was hustling to the football, and a good play on that errant throw by the quarterback.
And they decked the quarterback.
Man, this defensive end, Jim, he is some talent. That time, good job. Makes the move, shows the speed, and gets around there and gets the sack.
The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage. They'll go draw. That's a gain of only a yard.